Okay, everybody, welcome. I don't even know what week this is, 5 maybe. Yoga, yay, everyone. So we are going to start standing. If you have a chair or if you are seated, and stay in your seats. But let me bring my chair up a little bit, and then we'll, of course, as we normally do, transition to the floor. So just those quick little housekeeping things. Have some space if you're able to lie down that's comfortable, whether you're on a mat or have some blankets, pillows, folded towels, things that can cushion your knees or hips when you sit back. And no shoes, right? We're at home. We're going to practice some yoga. And I start with my chair nearby, and I'll show you how you can use it for balance or if you're staying seated. But I'll usually move it out of the way just so you can see what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, so let's get started. Again, keep the chair handy for just that bit of like support if you need to kind of catch yourself there, but get your feet visualizing, that they're under your hips. We want to find that strong standing posture. So I like to, again, fan my toes a little bit, plug them down. As you do that, really start to imagine how your feet, all the points of your feet from the big toe down to the pinky, looping up through the heel, back to the big toe, or squeezing down to the ground. So you can have your knees a little bent so they're not like hyper extended, but get your leg muscles strong. Start to draw on your belly, draw your shoulders down. So let your body get as tall as it can. From here, just take a nice mindful inhale, nice long exhale. So just do that a couple of times. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels best to you. Just breathing in, feeling the ribs slightly expand, breathing out, still standing up tall. Now, I want to practice, I think we've done this before, the breath of fire, Kapalabhati. So still standing tall, bring your hands to your tummy, and I want you to make an active shh. So you like you're shushing somebody. So it's just helping. I feel like it's kind of a cloudy day and you're maybe rather than have a cup of coffee, just find some energy with your breath. So we're going to stand up tall. Going to take a breath in. I have my hand here on my tummy. So when I make that shh, I feel my tummy muscles draw up and in. All right. So it's just there kind of for that physical connection there. So let's take a big breath in and start saying shh, shh. Okay, release. Ooh. So again, that's really, it's a cooling breath, so it can kind of help bring some coolness internally, but it's also energy, so it's really good. Just kind of use that if you're feeling kind of, groggy and just don't want to have the caffeine, but want to feel a natural energy. Just practice that. Shh, shh. Okay, good. So there's that. So we're energized. Now let's get back to our strong standing pose, our strong mountain pose. And now we're going to just do some nice breaths in and out and using our arms. So I want you to inhale, reach your arms up, and then open your mouth, exhale, say, like you're trying to fog up a mirror, okay? Inhale, reach up through the nose, breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. I'm trying to sound like Darth Vader, right? Inhale, lift up, exhale. All right, let's do 2 more. Big breath in, lift just as high as you can, maybe here, maybe higher. Exhale. All right, one more time. Big inhale. Exhale. All right, good. We're going to do that again, except I will change up how we position our arms. So make sure you got some space. You don't hit any furniture. Let's inhale, reach up. This time, open out. Good. So big breath in, big breath out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Big inhale, lift up. Big breath out. One more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. Nice job. All right. So relax the shoulders back. Take a normal breath in and out. All right, so Now that we've kind of really got our connection to the breath, we're going to keep breathing, and we're going to kind of change up position and do some subtle twisting. So let's inhale, bring the arms up. Now we're going to open to the right, exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Good, let's do it again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist left. Let's do 2 more each way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big inhale up. Exhale, twist left. All right, last round. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Now everybody inhale, meet to center. Exhale, arms float down. All right, so take a moment, relax the shoulders back, take a nice breath in. Don't be alarmed if you start to feel a little dizzy, so you can just take a quick moment, maybe bring the hand to the chair, just take some mindful breaths in and out. All right, now we've kind of gone sideways, twisting. I want us to do a very, very gentle, subtle back bend. So I'm going to show you from the side. You can have your arms up or even make cactus arms, but all you're going to do is just simply relax the head back and try to lift the chest up. So let's go ahead. If you want to do like cactus arms, that's kind of an easy way. So I'll show you from the side. You need to keep looking. Relax your head back. Keep your feet planted to the floor. Start to press your hips slightly forward and just start to relax your head back. So you can think about drawing the shoulders, the elbows together. Don't have to go far. Just visualize your chest rising up, your eyes lifting, and maybe subtly looking across the ceiling back. So just take one more breath in and out. All right, gently release. Come back to center. Take a moment. So whenever, we'll do another maybe back bend variation, but I want you to always remember to never like sink back, just to try to engage here so you're lifted up, and that lift will help to subtly draw you back. So never think it's about depth. Notice it's just about lifting and then going back. All right, just to counterbalance that, you can have your chair nearby. We're gonna start to go forward. So maybe start with your hands to the seat, maybe coming down. And then if you feel safe, you can bring your hands maybe towards your legs or even towards your toes. But I want you just to hang out here for a couple of breaths. So again, just give yourself an option here to relax the head, maybe kind of shake it yes and no. And again, just about exploring, if you need to keep your hands on the seat, try to really tuck your chin in and try to imagine you are stretching the entire back side of your body. So let's draw our tummy muscles in. Maybe press your big toes to the floor and just observe. Can you relax your head a little further down? Now, if your hands are on the seat, you're supported here. If your hands are coming towards the shins or maybe towards your feet, towards the floor, see if you can squeeze your belly and allow your head to maybe hang a little bit. Relaxing your head towards the floor, towards your feet. You can keep your knees bent so you're feeling a stretch from your ankles, your calves, up to your thighs, and all the way looping up the spine to the neck. So just a couple more breaths here. Take another inhale. Exhale, maybe just softening down a little bit further. All right, one more time, everybody. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now, I want you to think slow. As you inhale, try to round back up. Your hands can come to the seat, supporting you to lift all the way up. And then nice job, everybody. Once you get to the top, relax the shoulders back. Maybe find some standing. You can keep a hand on the seat for a moment. Take a mindful breath in, mindful breath out. All right, so we've got our spine nice and awake. We're gonna do a quick chair pose. I love to sneak this in. So have your feet, if they can stay under your hips or if you can get them really close together. Chair is there to support you, but I want you to pull in through your belly You can reach your arms forward or keep your hand on the seat. But we're going to squeeze our belly, bring the weight to the heels, to the back of the foot, and then just start to sit your hips down. Now, you don't have to come far. We're going to squeeze in our belly. This is just going to get a little heat built into our body. Try to draw the shoulders back. Can you imagine a nice, neutral spine, natural curve in your spine? So keep the chest lifted, shoulders drawing back. That's why I'm reaching my arms forward. It's going to burn a little bit, I know, but we're going to keep breathing. So keep reaching away from you with the arms. Keep sitting your hips down and back like you're sitting in a chair that you can't find yet. So take one more breath in. All right, let's release. Everybody stand up. Good. Nice job. Shake out the legs for a second. Let that feel good. Take a mindful inhale. Nice long exhale. All right, so again, if you're like me, my room is warm. I'm starting to get the heat built up. That's a good thing. So we have our chair nearby. Always bring your hands to it for that support. But we're going to separate our feet. And I'm going to set my chair aside just so you can see what's happening. Now, I've got a wide stance, as wide as you comfortably can. Some of you might be able to get really wide. Some of you might have to just go on beyond your shoulders. That's fine. But we're going to pick up our right toes and point them out. So see, I need to have a wide stance. Now, my left toes, I can have them straight, or maybe I can bring them in a little bit. So my foot's more like an angle. That way, we can start to bend our right knee. Now, what I want you to think about, as deep as your knee bends, it's never going to go past the toes. So if you're feeling steady, you can widen your stance a little bit and bend your knee a little further. But let's think about squeezing. The legs are drawing in. Belly button is always pulling up. Hand can stay on the seat, or maybe you start to reach your arms out. All right, so this is called Warrior Two, if you didn't know. But our legs are drawing in. We're keeping that foundation of our ankles kind of like trying not to slip on a piece of ice. So we're really pulling our ankles in towards each other, pulling our belly button in. Always come back to your breath. So as you extend your arms out, think long, strong arms. In fact, what I'm going to have you do is draw your shoulders up and then draw them down. So you feel those back muscles pull in. You feel like your arms are lengthening apart from you. Now let's come back to our breath. Take a nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. With yoga, you don't have to kind of just stare at yourself. It's called Jushi. If you let your eye gaze kind of just drift off your right hand. So maybe you're looking at a wall, but just soften your eye gaze, extending your arm away from you, squeezing in through the belly, always trying to keep your breath slow and controlled. So take another inhale, finding that strength, that steadiness. Exhale, trying to maintain softness, relax your jaw. So one more breath like this, everybody. Take another breath in and out. Now we're gonna keep it like this for a second. Let's just straighten our right leg. All right, so we're gonna make this a little dynamic. So legs are straighter now, but they're not locked out, so keep the legs strong. Let's bring our arms up, palms will touch. So we're gonna combine these two movements together. So let's exhale, bring the arms down, bend your knee, come back to Warrior Two, and then inhale, straighten it back up. Palms meet if they can. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, bring it back up. Nice and controlled. You go at your pace, maybe slower than mine, maybe faster, but use your breath. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, squeeze, press down, resist. Let's do it one more time, everybody. Big inhale, lift up. And then big exhale, press it down, squeeze, reaching the arms away, maybe looking out. Take one more breath in here and out. All right, release. So I want you to straighten your leg, adjust your feet, and we're just going to go the other way. So you don't have to shorten your stance. We're just going to flip the direction of our feet. So left toes straight out. Right toes, back toes, bring them in just a tiny bit. Again, the chair is here so you need it as you bend your left knee now. And understand that you might have different ranges of motion on each side, especially if you have injuries and things. So just listen to your body and don't be mad if you can do things differently on each side. Just grateful, right? Gratitude, where we're at. Now, if you can, bring the arms out. So again, you want to feel that engagement. Now let's feel the shoulders draw up again and then draw them down. So get those back muscles nice and strong. Keep pulling into the belly. And just like we did before, let your eye gaze now drift off your left hand. So still feeling that engagement, ankles pulling in together, arms reaching apart from each other. Still slowing your breath down. Inhaling. Nice long exhale. Good. Just keep telling yourself pleasant thoughts. Breathing in. I feel good. Breathing out. I'm strong. I'm controlled. So one more breath like this. Inhaling. Exhaling. All right, now let's straighten our left leg. Letting the arms come up to touch. Keep your legs strong, even though they're straight. Take a breath in. All right, let's make this dynamic. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, bring it up. Good, everybody. Exhale, lower it down. Nice controlled movements. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All right, 2 more rounds. Big inhale, rising up. Big exhale, pressing, squeezing down. All right, one more time. Big breath in. All right, let's exhale, lower back, warrior 2. Just a few breaths here to find that engagement, find that squeezing. Pull the tummy in. Another inhale, reach the arms away. Another exhale. All right, one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, straighten your left leg. You can bring hand to the chair. Adjust your feet. Go ahead and walk your feet back together. Starting at the beginning, as I say, come back to that mountain pose, your Tadasana. Take a mindful inhale. Nice long exhale. All right, so from here, what I want us to do is, I'm looking at my cheat sheet because I had some fun transitions for us. All right, so let's actually think about getting our chair in. We're going to use our chair for just a moment, and I'm going to bring it to my right side so that I can step my right foot forward. All right, so from here, right foot is in front, left foot is back. Now, if you can see my feet, my right toes are straight ahead, my front foot. My left toes, my back foot the toes are slightly pointed out, but both feet are flat. Now, I can have my hand on the chair here. My front knee is a little bent, but not super bent, not super straight, just a little bent there. So I've got my legs engaged. My belly is pulling in. We're going to take a big inhale. Reach your left arm up. Now, this is a very subtle back bend. Start to draw the thumb back behind you a little bit. If you feel and imagine your left hip, left thigh, left oblique is starting to open, you're keeping your belly pulling in, taking a mindful inhale, reaching up. Exhale, maybe drawing the thumb back a little bit. So your eyes are looking up towards your fingers. They're just subtly drawing back. One more breath in. One more breath out. All right, now come back to center with the arm. Straighten your right leg so both legs are straight. Now my right hand can stay on the chair. We're going to start to reach our left arm, our body forward. So you're just extending your arm forward. And you realize, okay, I can't come any further. Just windmill your left arm down. Now you can bring it to the chair. You could also maybe bring it inside your thigh and kind of like press those points together, or you can even lower it to your calf. But we're trying to find a very subtle twist. So let me show you from the side. I'm basically just, if I have my hand on the chair or on my lower back, I'm just subtly pressing my hand into the chair or into the leg and twisting very gently to look over my right shoulder. Very good. So y'all are doing great. My right hand is on my back or on the chair. My right leg is forward, and my left hand is either on the chair or gently pressing into my thigh. And then again, just imagine a twist. Your spine from tailbone to neck bone is softly revolving, gently looking over the right shoulder. Y'all are doing good. So keep your belly pulling in. It doesn't have to be a deep twist. You're just gently finding this very subtle rotation, looking over your shoulder if you can. So let's take one more breath in, one more breath out. All right, very gently come back to center. If you can, bring your left arm forward, inhale, lift all the way up. All right, you can relax for a second, step your feet together, kind of just observe. So again, it's a very subtle twist. That posture was called pyramid. So you're thinking like a pyramid, right? All right, we're gonna try the other side. So Let's just explore. If we step to the left side of our left hand will be on the chair this time. Our left foot will be forward. So again, the chair is there to support you. Just make that mental note. Left toes, inside leg, straight forward. Back foot, right toes, slightly out. But see if your hips are even. So again, you can kind of feel your hips. Like if they're waist sats, just separate the feet a little bit further. My left hand might start here on my chair. Pulling into the belly, squeezing through the legs. Let's begin by extending our right arm up. And again, we're going to do this very subtle reverse warrior, just drawing the right thumb up and back. So observing now your right hip, maybe your right quad, thigh muscles, obliques, belly muscles starting to feel a little space. But keep your belly drawing in. So we want to feel some openness along the front side. Again, a very subtle back bend. So you draw the thumb up and back, letting your eyes lift up. Take one more breath here. All right, let's gently come back through center. Now, we're going to get long. Both legs straighten up, belly pulling in. Reach your right arm up. So feel your spine, your body get long, and then just start to reach forward. You'll start to feel like I can't come any further because I'm going to start bending. So just you can stop sooner than you may think you need to. Left hand can stay on the chair, wherever it needs to be. Your right arm this time will come down to maybe press into the leg. Or if you need to adjust it and press it on the seat, that's fine. Remember, we're just subtly twisting to look over our left shoulder. Now, you can have your left hand on the chair, or if you're feeling steady, you can have it, what am I doing here? On your lower back. So notice you don't have to come far in this. You just want to think straight lines, head to hips, straight, strong legs. And again, just envision this subtle twisting from your entire spine, top to bottom. Gently looking over your left shoulder. Again, it's not about depth. It's just about you seeing, feeling where you are at this moment with awareness, with your breath. Softly looking over your left shoulder, still pulling the belly button in. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale. All right, squeeze in your belly. Inhale, come back to center. Lifting up, hand can come to the seat. Nice and easy, everybody. Maybe the arms come up. And then let's just relax. So bring your hands back together, feet together. Relax the shoulders down. Find your mountain pose. Take a nice breath in. Long breath out. All right, so that's been fun. Let's just do one more and then we'll transition to the floor. I'm going to bring my weight to my left leg. So we're going to do that tiny tree balancing act. So if you have the chair here, support you if you need it. Think about your left foot. So fan the toes, plug them down, bend your left knee. Get those muscles nice and strong on the left leg. Now the left leg is a little bent. My right knee and toes, I'm just going to subtly point them out. Let your right heel rest on your left ankle for a moment and feel that. So my right toes are still on the floor. Maybe you can bring your hands to your hips and feel, are they stats? Can you try to even them out a little bit? All right, so once you feel steady, again, your left hand can always stay at the seat. You stay here. This is a perfect tree. You could bring your right hand at your heart, bring both hands together. Now, if this is a good spot, if you're feeling like, okay, I've got really good balance on this leg, let me just play with it. Just start to explore if your right foot can begin to slide up a little bit. Maybe now only the big toe is touching the floor. Hips and shoulders are still even, belly is still pulling in. The next space, if you have a little more strength, balance, you can start to bring your foot towards your calf. The place you want to avoid is the knee, right? Don't ever press into the knee. So it's either toes on the floor, foot on the floor, or maybe foot to the calf. Now you can stay here with the arms, continuing to breathe. You can always bring a hand to the chair. If you ever see yogis doing tree, you'll see a lot of them that like to grow their branches. So you are welcome to open the arms up, finding that gratitude. If it feels good to reach the arms wide, maybe tilt your eye gaze up. Try to maintain that softness through your neck, through your jaw. Give yourself one more good breath in. Long breath out. All right, wherever your hands are, bring them back to center, hand to the chair. Carefully lower your right foot down. Balance even over both feet. We're gonna try the other side. So I'm gonna move my chair over. You can walk around to the other side. Just again, so that little bit of moral support with the chair. So this time, again, we're gonna think strength on the right leg. So maybe fan the toes, plug them down, bend the knee a little bit, squeeze it all tight. Spine is long. And again, just simply pivot your right knee and toes out. Begin with your heel on the right ankle. Maybe hands to the hips, because sometimes our body does things we aren't expecting. So just kind of even it out. Pulling into the tummy. Hand can come back to the seat anytime. So try not to judge yourself. This might be a side that struggles a little bit with balance. You may not be able to go as far, or maybe this is your good side. So just kind of feel where you're at. You can start with the hands on the hips. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can start to explore by bringing the left foot maybe a little bit higher. Maybe the big toe stays on the floor on this side. Still squeezing in, drawing the hips together. Maybe you were able to bring the foot a little higher. Again, just maybe to the calf. Still drawing in through the tummy, breathing in. If you want to explore the arms again, you are welcome to. Again, tree is your tree. All trees look different. No two trees look alike. So don't feel compelled to do what I'm saying. Just experiment with it. Try to find that control, that foundation as you press the right big toe to the floor, and still find that softness, because trees will move in the wind. They have that amazing root connection to the earth, but they're also supple. So take another big inhale, soften your jawline, big exhale. All right, bring your hands back, support yourself as you lower the left foot, balancing over both feet, feeling good. Stand still on your mountain pose. Take a nice inhale, nice long exhale. Great job, everybody. We're gonna transition to the floor. I'll give you a couple minutes. I also need to adjust my angle of my camera. So I'm going to meet you on the ground in tabletop. You'll be on hands and knees. You are welcome again to bring a towel, a mat underneath your knees if you need that. I'm just gonna switch the angle a little bit so that you guys, I will be on the floor and you can see what I'm talking about, but not too much. All right, so again, no rush, and always sneak in some water whenever you need it. Doing good, everybody. And again, don't forget your reward. The last, I try to give 10 minutes of that guided Shavasana. So we work and then we get a nap, right? So it's a good feeling. All right, so we're gonna come on to tabletop, hands and knees. Now again, bring a towel underneath your knees or a folded blanket or something if you need that bit of support, okay? So from here, I want us just to think like a table. We are pressing the floor away. Now, if you start to feel sinking in your wrist, give yourself a quick moment to, we call these with the teenagers and the kids cupcake hands. So you don't want to have the weight back here. You want to have more of the weight in the front of the hand, like the fingers and then this top of the palm and the thumb as well. So make what I call cupcake hands. So we have like our, a cupcake is underneath our hands, but we don't want to touch it, get our hands dirty. So just kind of lift your palms up for a moment and keep that in mind. As we bring our hands back to the floor, again, weight shifts forward, not back. All right, here we go. Tabletop, we're strong. We are pressing the floor away, pulling in through your tummy, coming back to your breath. Take a nice long inhale, nice long exhale. From here, if you can, extend your right leg behind you, toes to the floor. So if you can see my foot, my toes are to the floor. My belly is pulling in. I know if you might need to look at me for visual, but once you're ready, tuck your chin so you have like a neutral chin with your spine long. So your head reaching forward, your foot, your tailbone reaching back. Take a moment here to breathe in. Press your heel away. Your foot is flexed. And again, you are still strong in your arms, strong in your tummy, mindful of your breath. So take one more inhale. Nice long exhale. All right, very good. Come back to center, bend your right knee, back to hands and knees, tabletop. And just again, anytime you need, as I totally encourage you, you can stretch the wrist out, you can kind of pop them a little bit, twist them, just do it. I mean, you gotta get that tension out, right? Whatever you need to do, anytime. All right, so once you're ready, come back to your stable tabletop. Press the floor away. Let's extend our left leg back now. So again, toes are to the floor. Think about flexing your foot, pressing the heel away, and still pressing the floor away. Those other points on the ground are still drawing in. Belly button is pulling up. You've got a nice long spine, and you're still breathing. So this is kind of a version, a modified plank, if you will. So we're staying strong and connected with our body, with our breath. Take one more inhale. Nice long exhale. All right, very carefully bring your left knee back down. Again, stretch out those wrists if you need to. All right, now we're going to do our couple of cat-cow breaths. So showing you from the side, if you haven't seen it, arching and rounding your spine. That's really what we're trying to do. So really kind of stretching the front and the back side of our back. So from your tabletop, neutral spine, we're going to tilt the chin up, arch your back, belly comes down, tailbone lengthens up. Take a big breath in, and then you're going to exhale through the teeth. Round your spine, pull your belly button in tight. Let that feel good. Let's do it again. Inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhale. Squeeze the belly, push out all the air. Let's do it one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, come back to neutral, to your tabletop. So another opportunity, we're going to stretch our shoulder. Let's take an inhale. This is called thread the needle. Reach your right arm up, and then as you exhale, like a needle, thread it underneath your left arm. Here's what you have to do. Let your right ear, your shoulder, work towards the floor, or bring a pillow, something underneath it to lower down. Now this is, you guys are doing great here. Your left arm, you can reach it forward. You can maybe kind of bring it up towards your back if that feels good. But this is a really good stretch for your shoulder. I'm going to keep you guys here for just a minute. So try to just get this subtle twist. Try to find some softness. If you've got major tension, again, bring a pillow, make some adjustments so that you can feel good into this posture. Subtly twisting very carefully. So keep your breath slow. Mindful inhale, exhale, trying to find that softness. And again, just give yourself a moment here to observe that deep stretch along your shoulder, your right side. Trying to find that softness where you can. So let's just give ourselves maybe 2 more deep breaths in and out. Trying to maybe even close your eyes if that feels okay. Just softening the tension in your body. Take one more good breath in. One more good breath out. All right, now listen, we're going to bring our left hand back by our left shoulder. Bend your elbow just like you came in. As you inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky and then bring it right back down. All right, so back to our tabletop. We're going to try the other side. So this time, big inhale, left arm reaches up, look up at it. And then as you exhale, thread it underneath the right armpit. So now your left ear, shoulder floats to the floor. Check the time, keep it even. And again, whatever you want to do with your right arm. If you want to extend it forward, if you want to bring it back by your hips. Taking a few moments here to first slow your breath down. As you start to get control of your breathing, start to just observe what you're experiencing on this side. Similar, different, a little awkward maybe. So just again, keep your breath mindfully slow, trying to find that softness as you close your eyes, relax your jaw. Just a couple more breaths to deepen into this. Letting go as best you can. So let's take one more nice long inhale. Super slow exhale. All right, allow your right hand to come back towards you as you bend your elbow, supporting you. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and then exhale, bring it back down. All right, take a moment to breathe in and out. All right, now from here, let's just find a quick child's pose. You can have your knees separated or they can be together, whatever feels best to you. Start to sit your hips back towards your feet. Now again, always slide a pillow or blanket underneath your hips if you need to, and then maybe start to walk your arms forward, and maybe your head relaxes towards the floor. So this is just a nice opportunity to feel your hips, your knees, through your back, maybe to your shoulders. And I'm going to invite you to stay here for a moment, just softening into your breath. Mindful inhale, nice long exhale. The hardest thing we have to do sometimes is learning just to let go, to try not to move, to try not to think. And I mean, the concept of child's pose, you know, we all see little toddlers laying like this, sleeping like this, like it's a super comfortable position. So just envision that, imagine that in your head for a moment. I'll just give you a few more moments here just to breathe in, feel your ribs expand. And as you breathe out, try to find some softness through your body, through your shoulders, your neck. So one more time, let's take a nice long inhale, nice long exhale. Now let's draw our belly button in. As you inhale, support yourself, rounding up. Let your chin come up last as you breathe in to lift up. And then we're gonna transition to sit down on our bottom. So you can, however you need to, bring the feet to the side, sitting down, and getting yourself a moment again to sit down on the floor. And your knees can always be bent. Don't ever feel like you have to have super straight legs, but we're gonna bend up our right leg, and you can either have the foot inside, or if you have the space, you can bring it outside. So my left leg is out, my right knee is bent. Again, choices, foot inside the leg or outside. Now again, this bottom knee can be bent. Now we're gonna bring our right hand, same as our bent knee, just outside our hip to the floor. Once you get that position, take a big inhale, lift your left arm up, pull your belly in, and see if you can bring your arm outside your knee. Now I find that if I bring my hand down, or maybe I can like kind of press my elbow into my leg, helps me sit up taller. Take another inhale to lift up. And then as you exhale, just start to twist, looking over your right shoulder. Take another big breath in, another big breath out, maybe twisting a little deeper. One more time, big inhale, big exhale. Pull the belly in. All right, carefully release. Come back to center. Straighten out your right leg. Sometimes that brings a little, tightness sensation in our thigh, so just be careful. Let's explore the other side. So left knee's gonna bend, and maybe this side you need to have it less. Maybe you need to bring the foot inside. Maybe this side you have the ability to bring the foot outside the knee. So just be aware of your body, what you feel best with. My left hand this time is gonna come down just outside my hip. Now think about drawing your belly in. As you inhale, reach the right arm up, and then exhale, bring it over. So again, don't be afraid to I'm pressing my elbow and leg kind of slightly into each other. Help support myself. So let's take a big inhale, lift up, and then exhale, start that twist, beginning by looking over your shoulder. Another big breath in, another big breath out, just softly twisting, looking over. All right, one more time, everybody. Big inhale, big exhale, looking over the shoulder, twisting deeper, nice and easy. All right, inhale, come back to center. Extend your left leg out. Now, I like to do those twists. So we're gonna do a little stretch for the whole back side. Everybody, bend up your knees. And if you can, if you're on the floor, I want you to think this flesh, move it out of the way. This is gonna get I know we all got it, right? All right, so let's bring our sit bones down to the floor. It's those two pointy bones at the bottom of your hips. So it's slightly uncomfortable. That's what that's gonna do, because the tendency a lot of people will round. I want to invite you to uncurl this lower back space like you're kind of like a bucket, like tilt those hips back a little bit. Now, you can bring your hands, if you can, to your legs, to your feet. And this might be enough. You're starting to already feel a stretch. If you can keep your spine long, baby step it. Walk your feet forward a little bit. Lengthen your spine. Remember, we're doing a round. So we want to keep drawing our chest through. So don't be afraid to stop sooner than you think you need to, but you can explore with it. Walk the feet forward a little bit. Lengthen your spine. Tilt your tailbone back. So the idea is we're getting a little stretch on our legs. We're also really lengthening, flattening out our lower back space. So take another big breath in, big breath out, maybe walking the feet forward a tiny bit further, but keep lengthening your spine so you don't have any of the rounding. You were trying to pull your chest through as you kick your bottom back. Good. So again, it's okay if your legs never straighten here. Mine usually don't. I'm just really trying to observe stretch along the spine and the legs. Both back side of the body is starting to open up. So take another big inhale, another exhale. All right, one more time, y'all. Big breath in, lengthen. Big breath out. All right, very gently walk yourself back up. Let's do a quick butterfly because this is a fun one. So bend your knees, allow your feet to come together. And I say this every time, your feet don't have to be like right against your body. You could have some space between your body and your heels, but get your spine long so your belly is pulled in, your back is flat. And if you want to, sometimes it's a habit just to kind of flap the wings a little bit. So you're welcome to do that. But when you're ready, lengthen your back, keep your belly pulled in, keep breathing, and then just maybe tilt a little bit. It doesn't take a lot, right? You're just tilting enough, feeling that space, inner thighs here, keeping the back drawn, keeping the back long and your tummy drawn in. And again, reconnect to your breathing. Take a mindful inhale, nice long exhale. All right, one more time, everybody. Big breath in and out. All right, we're gonna come up to center. We're gonna do one more as best you can. So we're all gonna be in different spaces. Try to separate your feet, separate your legs. All right, so I don't care if the knees stay bent. I don't care if the legs are more making like a little V than like a big separation. Just listen to your body. So I'm gonna have my feet coming out. My knees can stay bent. You can stay lifted like this. You can maybe bring your hands to the floor in front of you and just feel your spine lengthen. See, speaking to you, right? Those inner thighs. Now I've got my feet flexed. You can point your toes, just play with it. But again, notice my knees are still bent. So you just want to go to a safe position here, getting just as wide as you can with your legs comfortably and still having some safe space to move. Now observe, if you're having to round, try to lengthen up. You might have to back off the posture a little bit, but don't be afraid of that. Just kind of feel where you are here at this moment. As you breathe in, try to find that softness, your jawline, your shoulders, breathing out, just seeing, exploring, could I go a little deeper into this posture? Let your mind help you with that. So as you breathe in, imagine that space in your body. And as you breathe out, just imagine, could I go a tiny bit deeper into this posture, still safe? Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Nice job. Let's draw our belly in very carefully. Bring your legs back together. All right, I'm going to pivot and turn around. We're all going to start to lie down on our back. So that way you can kind of see, but I can still talk to you. So you lie down wherever you are. If you need to still see, just make sure you have a visual. But we're going to, as best you can with control, lower your body all the way to the floor. And then once you get there, we're just going to give ourselves a quick, let's just hug our knees in. If you can do both legs, or maybe you need to do one leg, just kind of exploring the hip compression here. This is our wind relieving posture. So just going to give ourselves a moment here to breathe, to hug in for a moment. All right, now let's extend our right leg straight. Keep your left foot flat, your knee bent, but my right leg is straight. All right, now from here, we're just gonna do a couple of leg lifts. So my palms are down to the floor if I can, belly is pulling in. Flex your right toes, that's your straight leg, but it's strong. So squeeze the muscles like you did through the whole balancing bit that we did. And then inhale, lift your right leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower. Try to hover above the ground. Keep flexing the foot, and then inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, squeeze, lift just as you can with a straight, strong leg. Exhale, slowly lower. All right, one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower, and then bring it to the floor. Shake it out for a second. Ooh, that feels good. Let's bend up our right knee and switch it out. Left leg comes out. So take a moment here. Press your palms down. Flex your left leg. Flex your left foot. Squeeze the left leg muscles. Squeeze your belly. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. So just keep it steady. Control your pace. Inhale, lift up. Leg is straight, strong, squeezing tight. Exhale, slowly lower. All right, you only get 2 more. So big breath in to lift up. Leg is strong, not locked out. Exhale, lower, still squeezing tighter. One more time. Big inhale, lift up. Find your edge, squeeze the leg tight. Exhale, slowly lower. Okay, release the leg. Let's do our wind relieving again. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a nice hug. So you can reach for your legs, or again, one at a time is fine. Or maybe you can interlace your hands. Or maybe you got a really tight grip and you can grab opposite wrists. But tuck your chin in a little bit. Keep your head on the floor. As you breathe in, maybe feel your lower back, your tailbone kind of uncurl. But as you breathe out, try to hug your knees in tight. Now notice, have you crisscrossed your ankles? Keep them side by side, so don't crisscross them if you can. And again, just a couple of breaths. Breathing in. Good, squeezing tight as you breathe out. Good, let's do it one more time. Big inhale. As you exhale, squeeze it in. Shoulders down, hips down, legs in. All right, carefully release. Bring your feet flat, knees are bent. All right, now your palms can come to the floor. We're gonna do a very subtle hip lift. So squeeze your belly button, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, just lift your hips up a little bit. Keep squeezing your glutes. Observe if you got that nice stretch from your knees, your thighs, down to your hips. So you don't have to lift them high. I just want you to take a couple moments here to breathe in, squeeze your backside, your glutes together. Breathing out, just allowing the knees to draw away from you as your hips rise up to the ceiling. So one more time, big breath in, big breath out. All right, very carefully, bring your hips back down to the floor. Let's just sneak in one more quick hip stretch. Cross your right ankle over the left leg. And this might be good. You say, okay, I'm already feeling too much right now. That's enough. Otherwise, if you can, bring your hands and grab your left thigh. And then pretend like you're going to hug your left thigh in. So that's going to wake up our right hip, maybe the right knee. So you can always back off a little bit if you need to. If you're feeling more space, play with it. Your left leg might want to come up. Maybe you get a tight grip of your hands behind your left thigh. But again, just a few breaths here to kind of feel that right hip space, right thigh. Maybe you want to circle your left foot, the one that's extended out. Just breathe into it. So take one more big inhale. Nice long exhale. As you lower your left foot down, let the left leg go. Once the left foot finds the floor, bring the right foot down. So back to square one, and we'll switch it out. Left foot comes up to the right leg. And again, this might be like, okay, that's good, I feel it. Otherwise, you can bring your hands towards your right leg now and see what happens as you draw the leg in. And again, maybe you could have different experiences on each side. Everybody's body is different. You might have more space to extend the right leg up, or this might be a side that struggles and you just need to kind of breathe through it. But try to, effort for effort, do what you can do. Maybe circle the right foot, maybe just kind of gently hug the leg in to wake up your left hip, left thigh, left knee. And again, always come back to your breathing. Take another inhale. Find the softness as you exhale. All All right, one more time, everybody. Big breath in and out. As you slowly lower your right foot flat to the floor, once it finds it there, bring the left foot flat. So give yourself a moment here to breathe in. And then I'm going to invite you to do whatever's best for you, to find your final Shavasana. A lot of folks like to extend their legs out. If that doesn't feel good, you can have your knees bent like we did a butterfly. You can explore that. You can have both knees bent with your feet flat, either to each other or to the floor. But this is your final resting pose. So I'm going to speak to you as you get comfortable, inviting you to find your softness, whatever position you need to lie in to get comfortable. So I want you just to imagine for a moment, wherever your shoulders are, try to visualize that they are now relaxing down and back, away from your ears. Try to feel how your legs are, whether they're straight or bent. Try to allow your legs to start to find softness and openness. And now you come back to your breathing. So the hardest thing to do sometimes is just to keep your mind present. I invite you just to focus on your breathing for a second. So you are welcome to bring a hand to the belly, or maybe you want to have both hands there. Sometimes I've seen people bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the sternum, to the chest, so you can feel that breath. Each inhale, the belly area rises. Each exhale, it falls. So keep your breath, your awareness, the focus of your energy. Breathing in like you're filling it up. Breathing out, letting everything fall, sink back down. So take another mindful inhale. Nice long exhale. As you stay connected to your breath, allowing the breaths to become slower, longer, but still with that same mindful slowness and control. Start to bring awareness to different parts of your body, beginning with your toes. Can you feel any sort of tension that might be in the toes? They start to unravel, start to soften. Continue to bring your awareness up through your feet, circling around your heels, your ankles, exhaling, letting go of any tension that might be resting in your feet. Continue to bring your awareness up through your calves. Maybe you have tightness in your shins. So let your breath channel into that tightness. And as you exhale, try to visualize it softening and releasing. Continue to breathe and bring the awareness up through your knee space. Tight knees, very common. Try to breathe into that tightness and exhale, letting it soften. As you breathe in again, bring the awareness up through your thighs. So your thigh muscles are big muscles. They can carry a lot of tension, tightness, holding on to there. So let your breath, your awareness, try to bring some softness to your thighs, like somebody's rubbing that tension out. So breathing in as you become aware of it, breathing out, trying to soften it. As you breathe in again, notice how the energy focuses around your hips. Definitely a space for tightness. So your stress, your negative energy can sit on your hips. Give yourself permission to soften through your hip space. Feeling like somebody is helping you to open your hip space, to soften that tightness, that tension as you breathe in. Breathing out, letting it go. As you breathe in again, notice your spine. Imagine all the bones of your vertebrae as it rests on the floor. You have maybe that light cupping of your lower back, transitioning through your upper back to your neck. Just feel how your spine rests on the floor. Feel how your ribs open on the ground. Inhaling, rib cavity expands. Exhale, just feeling it come together. And again, just imagining all the space of your entire back, starting to let tension dissolve out. As you breathe in again, notice how your shoulders, we tend to carry tension there as well. So give yourself permission to relax your shoulders down and back. Can you imagine as though like your shoulders are just softening, cascading towards the floor? They have now the ability to open and to let go. As you breathe in again, notice your arms. Bring the awareness of how your biceps down through your elbows, your forearms, down to your wrists, your fingers start to feel. Maybe you have subconscious like fidgeting through your fingers. Try just to soften through your whole arm space. Breathing in, observing the tightness, the tension, breathing out, trying to let all that bit of tightness and tension dissolve out, melt out of your fingertips. Taking another breath in, just becoming more aware of that softness you're creating from your shoulders, down your arms, out through your fingers. As you breathe in again, start to bring the awareness to your neck, letting go of any tightness, tension, maybe kind of unclenching where you can. The next breath you have, just notice your jawline. Do you have your teeth squeezing together? Can you soften your jawline? Maybe separate the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Letting the breath continue to come in through your entire skull region. So feel like your eyebrows have softened. Your forehead space is starting to relax. Your cheeks, your nose, your ears, all the tiny muscles around your skull are starting to relax and unwind. Coming back again, always to the breath. Mindful inhale. Rising up through the belly, the chest, exhale. Trying to find that softness, that stillness. So give yourself another big breath in. Recognizing you still might have tension in your body. Maybe it's your mind that you're having trouble letting go. So just recognize it's okay. It's all about a journey of exploring where you are seeing that negativity, where you are feeling that tension, but give yourself permission to say, okay, I'm noticing it at this moment. I'm going to let go. I'm just going to give myself just those few breaths to just try to surrender and let go of the tension. So take another mindful inhale. Nice long exhale. With your next breath or so, we start to explore a little movement. So bring some awareness, maybe starting to move the fingers slightly, maybe starting to open the eyes, maybe kind of just softly letting your head tilt side to side. As we prepare to sit up, you are welcome to roll onto your side, kind of finding that fetal position to support you. No rush at all, everybody, not at all. But as you become ready, supporting yourself, pressing your hands into the floor, maybe tilting yourself up to find your seated position. And again, there is no rush here. At the end of class, this is your time, your space. I just want to give everybody a quick moment, gratitude, acknowledging how you worked so hard. I saw you all pushing yourself here. So give yourself a pat on the back. You did really good. So let's just take a nice big breath in and out. And then we'll end with 2 big breaths together. So dynamic, inhale, bring the hands up. We'll shush through the teeth on the exhale. Shh, hands down to center. One more time, big inhale, big exhale. Shh. And in the yoga community, repeating the phrase after me, namaste. Thank you so much for your dedication and energy. You have a wonderful day.